Blue Jay has already fought and killed the dragon here, and I don't think he's resummoned it. So if you have never killed the dragon in your world yet, you can pay attention to this part for future reference if you ever want to summon the dragon again, and we'll talk about why you may want to do that in a little bit. But somebody has killed it here before, so I can't just go to the end and fight the dragon. I'm going to have to resummon it, and for that, we need gas tears. Alright, gas have been killed. I grabbed a couple of other things too, some more ender pearls and stuff, and now we can do what we need to do. So, we need to make an end crystal. Pretty easy to make. All we need is 4 blaze powder. We then make 4 eyes of ender, which is an ender pearl and blaze powder. And then when you take an eye of ender, a gas tier below it, and then surround it with glass, you get an end crystal. We need a total of 4 of them, which is what we have. Now, end crystals, they're kind of neat. You can, like, set them down and blow them up for a big explosion, but you have to set them down on obsidian. We're not going to do that because I need all 4 of these. So that'll just be because the end has already been conquered here. The dragon has already been defeated in our world because of Blue Jay. Now, what are some other things that you should bring with you? That you really need to bring with you? Well, first of all, I highly recommend that you have all maxed out gear, either diamond or netherite. You want protection 4 on all pieces of your armor. It's going to make it to where it's going to be extremely hard for the dragon to kill you. The netherite gear has knockback resistance, and the dragon, she likes to knock you around a little bit, so that will protect you from getting thrown up in the air by her. And I will say, although I am not going to be doing this, some people like to use different potions, especially something like a slow falling potion, to make it to where they don't take a lot of fall damage. Honestly, if you have Feather Falling 4 on your boots, you're probably fine. There's a lot of other things that you're going to want to take with you as well. You are going to want to bring some rockets, because if you go to the end, you will probably shortly thereafter go to the outer end island to get an elytra to fly around with. So just to be prepared for that, we're going to have ourselves a few stacks of rockets that we're going to bring with us. We're also going to bring our ender chest, where we're going to put a lot of extra materials that we want to have. And we went over making ender chests in the last episode. If you don't have one yet, you need to have one. Go take a look at that. In our ender chests, we're going to want to have several things with us. I highly recommend having several stacks of some type of solid block to bring you with you. That's going to serve a lot of different purposes here. It's going to help us out with the Enderman if you're worried about fighting with them or them attacking you while you're fighting the dragon. Also, you might need it for bridging in the end. We'll talk about that when we get to that point too. You're going to want to have a mending book and an unbreaking 3 book to put on your elytra so you can fly around a lot longer. A stack of logs is a good thing to bring too. We can use that to make shulker boxes because you have to have chests. So I highly recommend you have some type of log with you. If you have bundles yet in your world, you can have a bundle full of bundles. Having a few bundles with you can be good for just organizing loot. You don't have to have it. Having a few sacks of scaffolding, very nice. It's going to be good for pillaring up to break the end crystals that will help you kill the dragon faster. We'll go over that once we get there. And we're going to bring some obsidian and a flint and steel, which is going to assist us in getting back and forth to this area very quickly and easily, because we're going to build a nether portal at the stronghold that we go to, so we can travel back and forth quickly whenever we want to get back to the end. There's some other things that you're going to want to bring too. I actually put these things in my bundle. You can put them in your ender chest or just carry them in your inventory. You're going to want a carved pumpkin head This carved pumpkin head can be nice because if you have it on, Endermen will not know that you're looking at them. Therefore, you cannot get attacked to Endermen. Your vision is obscured though, so you may or may not want to do it based on that fact.
It's been used to ejaculate.
Want to do it based on that fact. I have a few other things in here too, a crafting table, an anvil. Very important to have an anvil. That way you can apply those enchantments to your elytra. I will also, with a silk touch pickaxe, pick up my ender chest here. I don't need it anymore right now, and I can put it in my bundle to save space as well. Lastly, we need some eyes of ender. I'm going to take these last 8 blaze rods, make it into 16 blaze powder, and then take these 16 ender pearls and make it into 16 eyes of ender. I do recommend that you have roughly 16 eyes of ender to help you find the stronghold that you're looking for, because they can, or they do have a chance of being destroyed when you throw them, and you need 12 to get to the end. It depends on the end portal that you find. The end portal can have anywhere from 0 to 12 eyes of ender in it, and you have to have 12 eyes of ender in your end portal to get to the end. Also, a few other basic supplies. Have yourself maybe a couple sacks of food in your ender chest. Have a couple sacks of torches for exploring the stronghold. A bucket of water is always good. And then your typical tools, weapons, and that sort of thing. Also, if you're going to go through a long run in the end, take a few stacks of arrows. If you're using a mending bow, which you should be, because mending bows are awesome. Unfortunately, stream is making me use the infinity bow for another month and a half. And I have a few other basic things that I always carry around with me in there. Oh, lastly, too, bring a bed. You're going to want to have one of those set by the end portal, so if you die, you spawn right by the portal. You can jump back in pretty quick. Okay, now, to find a stronghold is actually kind of easy. Once you have your eyes of ender, all you have to do is throw them in the air. Now, if you want to use a website like Chunkbase and use your seed number in there to look it up, you could do that. But I always like doing this old-fashioned way. It's just Minecraft. I don't know where this is going to take me. It also might take me to a stronghold that Blue Jay's already been to. We'll find out. So I'm going to look up in the air. I'm going to give it a toss. That looks really cool with the actions and stuff pack. So I know I need to go this direction. We want to go straight this way for a while.